Hello, thanks for joining me today. I just want to do a quick reading, um, like energy reading, I guess I'll call it. I hope you're enjoying your day. Mine is going pretty good. So, let me see what this card is. Self-love and expression. Just kind of wanted to do a quick read. Like I said, check the energy, what I'm picking up on. So if you're vibing with it, then you could probably get something out of this reading. And if not, then maybe not this time, maybe another time, or another reader. Acceptance and commitment came out. Homemade spray. These mosquitoes are crazy. Ooh, harmony. So right now I'm using two decks. The first one that I use is the Power of Love activation cards, and then the second deck that I'm using is the Millennium Thoth deck tarot cards. Ten of Pentacles, energy. Eight of Pentacles. Princess of Swords. Okay. Give me just a minute to see what other messages that I find or come across. Okay, so it looks as if what our thoughts are on abundance and gratitude. So it says, for gratitude, it says you fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. And in that space, I also pulled the Ace of Cups. So that's in the headspace. And so that just lets me know that our thoughts are on, vibing with me and the energy that I'm picking up on or whatever. It just seems like there's thoughts of abundance and gratitude and just being thankful for the blessings that are, bestowed upon us, and that we know that we are deserving of, being one with everything, and with the creation of life, and just like one with the creator. And it's just, to me, it's like being peaceful, mentally peaceful, because we know that, in divine timing we'll receive our just due. Um, and then our sights are on spontaneity. It says you move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. So looking beyond, appearances of things and being spontaneous, and learning to be spontaneous and charged through circumstances and situations. See, the Chariot is here too. So having our sights, like having our eye on the prize, and creating magic, with our every move. Just, basically seeing it before you see it, manifesting. And it says at the top of this card, abracadabra. And the Chariot is all about being at peace and creating, using all the elements to create. So being spontaneous and moving in the way that you see fit, in the way that, we see fit. The crab is here. It's like seeing things that's going on around you, whatever, but just being able to move accordingly, knowing that, your blessings will come, just as long as you remain in the flow. And then at the heart space, it says evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on the path to love. And it has that same green energy like the heart chakra. But then there's a Ten of Swords energy. So it's just like, to me, that's like to me, it's like it says, realizing that obstacles are just lessons on the path to love. It's just like, it's a part of the process, moving beyond things as they appear to be. So things may appear to be heavy, sometimes, we go through changes, or there might be some heartbreak, or things don't pan out exactly the way that we would have liked for them to be. And but transmuting that, learning how to transmute that energy is what's most important. Coming out of that, like being more of the observer, learning how to come out of this energy and continue to evolve, continuing to adjust beyond circumstances. And then detachment here, you're releasing old patterns that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. And then the Prince of Swords is here. And so to me, that's just like continuing to just learn how to take a detached approach, just learning how to maneuver better, learning how to, I like to say I tell my kids, like, learn how to double dutch pretty much. It's like being more mature and being more, using discernment and wisdom better, not taking things to heart all the time. Although things, may affect us still, we're still, we're human, so things do affect us and bother us in different ways, but learning how to transmute that energy and understand that things are, happening like around us or whatever, but not necessarily happening to us, not taking things, learning how to not take things personally. And, we're receiving that clarity about things as we experience. So, and then harmony, and that's what we're giving out. Well, this is what we're giving out. We're receiving that clarity. So then we're giving out harmony. It says you are able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. And so then we have Four of Pentacles right here. And so to me, that's just like, as we are learning to adjust and transmute that energy, not taking things to heart, knowing that things are, asking what lessons can I learn from different situations so that you can learn and adjust and be more effective, therefore making your environment more effective and your experiences more, effective and more healthy. Um, I'm going to read what it says for Four of Pentacles. It says universal law and governance in perfect order, gains in valuable resources, appreciating the physical skills that you have. And so that's a skill right there, and something to be gained is by having harmony and having that inner harmony and giving that out to the world and to others. That's a beautiful skill set. You might be called to be a healer, or you know you might be taking the path of the healer, but everybody's doing this in a certain sense if they're willing, to transmute these energies and use them for good. So taking what is meant for evil or something and using it for good, not to you know, get too caught up on what's evil and good or whatever, but just taking the energy and transmuting the energy and using that alchemical process or whatever to change circumstances. And so it may be so to me that's like giving out and then they see the elements here too, the four elements. Um, So what you give out to me is like what you give out, you'll receive. So once you receive, as we're receiving this clarity, it's like giving that out in a harmonious way, and it'll come back to us tenfold. And then cause effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. And that's just what I was saying. And then the Queen of Swords. So you might be taking on this energy, like, a no nonsense approach, and you can do that in a respectful and responsible way. It's not like being an asshole about it, like, oh well, now, well, since shit happened to me, I'm gonna be an asshole, whatever, and treat other people like that. I'm gonna treat you how you treat me or whatever. And this is not necessarily, it's not necessary to treat somebody exactly how they treat you, whatever. It's just like, okay, when somebody shows you their true colors, then believe them, but also know that nobody is truly against you. It's all about peace, and maintaining peace within, and expecting that, or realizing that people are on different different journeys and different parts of their journey. So nobody is truly against you. If you cultivate peace and establish your will within yourself, then um, that's the results that you'll get back. So that's the cause and effect of it. So it could be like, slaying your demons and knowing how to just maneuver differently. If there's no enemy within, then the enemy outside can do me no harm. That's the African proverb. So don't be don't go on no power trip based on the information that you take in and situations that you experience that may not, be the best situation. And it could be, a change of perception that's needed. Well, anytime a person thinks that somebody else is against them, whatever, it's a change of perception that's needed, because nobody's truly against you. It's just people sometimes are just like, trying to grow and trying to, they said that somebody evil is really focused on their benefit and their growth or whatever, and not really focused on anybody else or the outcomes or whatever. So you could even take that same clarity or that same concept or whatever and focus more on yourself versus trying to people please, or or it could just be a need for solitary time, going within, and then learning how to adjust accordingly. Sometimes we need distance from people, and if somebody is triggering you or making you feel a certain way, or you find yourself reacting instead of being able to respond in a situation, then take that distance, whatever, and still pray for them, and cultivate a peace within yourself, so that that's the likely outcome that you would have with that person or that group of people or that situation, because of the distance or because of how you categorized it, and then at the last, like in the past energy, It's responsibility. It says you are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. And so it takes a responsible person. And then it's 4 cups right here. So that's like flowing energy, flowing life. And that's, what is it? Cancer and the moon. So using your intuition and using your knowledge and wisdom that you've gained in order to be a more responsible person, being able to be responsible with your thoughts and being able to control what you can control. The serenity prayer comes to mind. I just got bit by a mosquito. So the serenity prayer comes to mind. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I got that tattooed on me, and it doesn't come to mind enough. So I should definitely take, you know, that as a reminder for myself. And then, like I said, the bottom energy of the cards was joy. So I don't know if I said that, but it is joy. So to me, this is just like maintaining joy no matter what. Maintaining your footing no matter what circumstances that you may go through, that you may come upon, that, no matter what you think somebody's doing to you or whatever, it's all for your growth and for your benefit. It's all good. It's always all good. Just want to see if there's any other messages that want to come through. Oops. Isolation, 3 of Wands. So that's what I said before. And then it's transmutation, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. So it might be a need to take some time apart from situations or people, or it might just be your thoughts that feeling alone and needing to remember that we're never alone. There's always, spirit. There's always our guides and ancestors that are here for us, even when man will always let us down in some kind of a way, and that's how life is. But not like there's all like it's a downside or whatever. It's just like you can't put your happiness all into one person. You got to put it within yourself, whatever, and pick yourself up and um and transmute that negative energy, that lower energy, and use that energy for something else, for good, for how you need to use it. And then just looking at the 2 top cards was the High Priestess and Pele purification card. So this is it's saying the same thing, purifying that energy and using it to using that energy. Every element comes out of the fire. So come out of that fire unscathed, and it's like a continual process. The process of the phoenix rising from the ashes is born out of the ashes and it dies into the ashes, and then you just need to go within and see what's needed, see what you need to fill your own void, and not be in a victim energy, and do what you can to float your own boat, to do to progress in life, and adjust accordingly. We should always be growing, constantly growing. Innocence card came out. I'll be in there in just a minute, baby. Close the door. I know, but I'm making a video, so just close the door and I'll be in there in just a second. Then come out. So the innocence card came out. That's funny. Child just came out too. So just reclaim that sense of, hold on, baby, close the door. Reclaim that sense of innocence, knowing that nothing is ever done like to you, whatever. Don't take it personal. We always should feel safe, and Mother Mary came out too. We always should feel safe, and safe to grow, and safe to express, and safe to just be ourselves. And sometimes we can forget about that when things happen to us or whatever, or we observe things going on, or maybe like the harshness or negativity of the world or whatever, and want to become, like cold-hearted about it, whatever. But you just got to sacrifice. Mother Mary, this energy talks about emotions and what is it, water, holy, united with holy, let me read what it says. And then there's also fool and manipulation that came out too. So maybe we need to start a new journey, and get away from the energy that's causing manipulation or appears to be causing manipulation. Like I said, if somebody's pushing your buttons or whatever, then remove yourself and maintain your peace, maintain your innocence, and sacrifice that friendship or wanting to be around a group of people or in a situation. If it's causing you to react instead of responding, if it's not helping you to be in your best self. It says, Mother Mary, Queen of Heaven and Creator of life, Mother of God and Savior of the world, is a powerful and helpful, compassionate mother of the Christian faith. She exemplifies personal sacrifice that others may benefit. Mother of light and star of the sea, Mary embodies patience and knowing that everything will be resurrected in due time. She surrenders to cycles of suspension and limbo. That reminds me of the manipulation, suspension and limbo. And knowing that all is well regardless of appearances. And we talked about that. No matter how things appear to be, the Ace of Cups is there, and it's a constant evolution and growth. Harmony is there. So she surrenders to cycles of suspension and limbo, knowing that all is well regardless of appearances. Robed in beauty and accompanied by the dove of purity and good news, Mary is serene in her knowing that through self-sacrifice and perseverance all will be righted. She is grace personified, the yielded element of water wholly aligned with spirit. Mother Mary is there for you when you descend into the dark night of the soul. She is an internal compass that points your way. She teaches you to surrender to spirit during times of stasis, that obstacles and karmic burdens can be met with patience and grace. Mary brings ascension from the illusion of death and teaches that through sacrifice comes rebirth and ultimate achievement. So it's saying just that, patience is what's needed to manifest your desires. Compassion. Everybody is going through, community cards up underneath, but people are going through, their own growth in their process, whatever, and let them be, let them do things as they may. I read something somewhere, a quote where it said, live simply so that others may simply live. And so ask for grace. Use your self-affirmations to affirm things for yourself. Affirm your harmony in your life. Affirm that the gains are coming. Keep your mind set on the Creator, on gratitude, self-love, knowing that the Ace of Cups is there, knowing that it's your responsibility and your duty to yourself and others and the kids, and it's just your responsibility to maintain a calmness and a peace. That should be our natural state, is peace. So establish your will. I'm just going to pull one more card from the Divine Feminine Oracle deck to just see if what card comes out. Energy that we might be able to embody, a model, a certain behavior. And it's Mirabai, the Saint of True Freedom. Love is what sets me free. I am married to my own soul. So, to me, this is a Saraswati, the goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. So, know yourself. Know what your strengths and weaknesses are. And it says, love is what sets me free. Be set free by the renewing of your mind. Start a new journey. Renew yourself. Every day is a new day to renew yourself. And every moment that you're aware of what's going on in your current situations and circumstances, you can renew what's going on. This is like super shiny, right? So I'll take that though. A nice little but I am married to my own soul. So I like that. I'm married to my own soul. Can't nobody just push and pull me, whichever way. Keep your 10 toes down, your feet firmly planted on the ground and your head up into the sky. And you can't really go wrong too much with that. So with that being said, love and elevation to you today and every day. And be blessed.